See, that question that was just asked, to you it's an innocent, casual question. That may cause this man to go back to the bullpen and start rethinking all the origins of the... You may have started a whole new series of comic books. Heroes' Origin. And you won't make a penny for it because we're not generous.
The Super Orphanage. Next question.
Hi there.
Hi.
Both of you. Actually, Stan, obviously, big fan of your work, as is everybody, as is the whole nation.
Good.
John, love your work, specifically in Straczynski's Spider-Man and Millar's Wolverine. Just for both of you, how do you guys feel about the direction Marvel's taking as far as like continuity, variations on different, like there's 12 variations of Avengers, like 6 different variations of Spider-Man. Do you guys feel like, maybe y'all should tone it down, maybe bring it back to the old school ways of just having a few books and main characters being the core?
I actually have a question based on your question.
What's that?
Understand? Comics goes by way of business now, not just by creativity. Does that bother you?
I didn't know what... I know what's...
He wants to know how you like the direction of comics.
He was looking into the mic, which makes it sound like woo, woo, woo. So tell me, was that the mic? I don't hear you. He thinks on the handicap person.
No, actually somebody in the back is saying, don't ever curse at Stan. What do you think the direction of comics is taking? How do you like the direction that comics is taking? And I'm saying that it's based on business now, as opposed to creativity, because it's a business.
Well, it's always been a business, but now it's a big business. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know the direction comics are taking because I really don't have time to read the books. I have not been following. In our office, we get the books that are sent to us, and my assistant just occasionally will put a few covers on my desk because he thinks they look interesting and I ought to see them. So I have a rough idea what the covers look like. I have not read a comic book in quite a while. I don't have the time. So I don't know the direction, but I'll tell you this, as long as the big movies keep coming out, comic books are an incredibly big business. And now, screenwriters, novelists, playwrights, they all want to write comics because they're all thinking, if I do a good comic and 20th Century Fox or Warner Brothers or Sony likes the book, they may make a movie out of it. So suddenly comics have become the basis for, like your book. What was it? Kick-Ass. He does this innocuous little nothing comic book, Kick-Ass. Suddenly it becomes a big movie and now they're probably planning a sequel. So that's what comics have come to. It's a big business. And by the way,
I think I got complimented at something.
Congratulations. I thought Kick-Ass was clever as hell.
I actually got a cameo in Kick-Ass.
I didn't get a cameo, but I still liked it.
I actually got a cameo in Kick-Ass and then edited me out. And the reason was that I didn't look authentic enough. I'm supposed to be about a bunch of mobsters in New York City, and I didn't look authentic enough.
When John first introduced me to him as his son, the first thing I said to John, he doesn't look authentic enough.
I didn't have my nose broken at that point. It was straight. My nose was straight when I met you first. Next question, and then she can ask the question if you want. Yes.
Actually, she wants to introduce a dance that she...
A dance?
Right here.
All right. There's a dance for you. A song for you and a dance for you.
Oh, for God's sake.
So I have a question for both of you. Can my friend here come up and dance with you?
Actually, I don't think there's time for that, in all honesty. I think we have to ask serious questions. They want the bear to come up and dance with you, Stan. Because it's not going to be me.
Well, I have many talents. Dancing is not one of my greatest ones.
Actually, if you ask the question, the bear can dance all he wants. Or she. No question? Why would you bring a bear up onto the stage? That's my question.
Why can't you dance on stage?
I have no idea, but if there's a naked lady in there, she's more than welcome to come on.
You know, I don't... see that well either. Is there a bear up there? Should I start getting the hell out of here?
We actually only have a few minutes left. I think we should just stick with questions.
Okay, so do you have any superheroes that you have based on another superhero from a different company?
Have you ever created a character? Have you ever gotten something derivative of another existing character from another company? Have you ever ripped anybody off?
Not often. No, I'll tell you the one thing I ripped off. Two things I ripped off, and I'll be honest with you. There had been a character, I believe, called Daredevil many, many years ago, and it appeared for a while, and then they dropped it, and I loved the name. So when I came, and it was totally different than our Daredevil, but I liked the name, and since it was available, I called our character Daredevil. The other thing that I was influenced by, that years ago there had been a character called the Heap. It was sort of like Swamp Thing, I think. Just a big, heapy thing. I don't know what the hell it was. But I liked the word the Heap, and when I was looking for a name for the Hulk, I thought I liked the Hulk because it sounded a little like the Heap. But I never was influenced really by any stories or anything, usually because I never had time to read the other stories. I was too busy writing them. There you go. Okay.
Sorry, Bear, I apologize. Nothing
But there is a bear!
Next
What are
question.
you advertising?
Yes, sir. This is for Stan.
There's probably a book called Bear Comics. We don't know about it, and he's promoting it.
There's a question.
What?
Question